inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Carolina Panthers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Swift. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And some room to maneuver. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
1. Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason. There he goes, left side, past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
DeAndre Swift. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Grant. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Grant. Flush to his right.
Completes this one to Thornton.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Check smash! Check smash!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Grant slide, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Kendricks came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Burrow looking to pass. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
These two teams all tied after one. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Burrow will throw. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Come on.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Looking to throw on second down. Grant. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Grant. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Throwing on first down. Grant. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
I'm wondering.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Burrow. And this is caught by Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Grant.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced incompletion on first down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Throwing again, Grant. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. There he goes, right side.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect we go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play.
Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Panthers 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Okay, ready?
On first and 10, Grant.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Panthers first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Come on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kaiir Elam makes the pick, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On one, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
To the air again, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Got his man, it's Thornton. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Grant. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Gun. Blow. 11 Palmer.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Fields it right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So, now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
11. Stop.
He'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive.
Grant. They'll drop that down to Hubbard, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard.
Touchdown! DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Forced out to his left. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. He's going to keep this again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Throwing on first down. Grant. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Grant. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tommy Tremble.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.